already know what it is. Sparring Minds, Jeff main topic. One.
Yo, what's good, y'all? High Tower, aka High Tower, representing Sparring Minds. You know what it is. Peace.
Yo, what's good? This is your boy Charles Jones, aka Charlie Hustle. You are officially now tuned in to the Sparring Minds podcast. Welcome and enjoy.
What's up? Welcome to Sparring Minds. This your boy, Sam Little, aka Mr. Maritime. Stay tuned. Season 2 is on the way.
Welcome to Sparring Minds. It's your boy DJ Payne, aka Dr. Rock Your Face Off. Season 2 coming soon. Let's get it.
How was the 7 points?
You got napkins over there?
I'm about to grab a baseball or something.
I wonder how audio is. My chair looks super hot.
Is it me?
Yes, sir.
Shit, okay.
We crack it. Let's crack it, man, because we'll join the episode. Let's crack it like a point, anyways. Alright, so we're going to, let's do unsolicited. Alright, ready? So, welcome to another episode of Sparring Minds. This is your boy Charles Jones, aka Charlie Hustle.
High Tower, aka High Tower. What's up, y'all?
Sam Little, Mr. Maritime.
Alright, back in last. This is Jeff main topic.
Obviously, you see we got the whole camp together here. We was rocking out. We got an episode today entitled Unsolicited. So y'all stay tuned for that. Gonna get into that in a moment. But before we do that, fellas, just current events. We got a new fucking president out here. You know?
It felt like forever. Felt like the longest ever.
Yeah.
But obviously we're like in a different time right now with COVID and mail-in ballots and all that stuff. But, you know, definitely, man, it's good. You know.
There was some excitement online with a lot of the Biden people.
Hey.
There's everybody with the memes about, you know, Trump exiting. But where are we now as a people? Because I guess that's always going to be my top concern. Where are we now, really, with our people? How does Joe help us in ways that obviously Trump may not have been?
I mean, first and foremost, we can't forget about the amount of people that wanted Trump to stay in office.
The poor producers.
You see what I mean? I didn't know But yeah, you can't forget about the people who voted for Trump.
Anybody else?
Yes, please, Lord.
But you know, these folks are gonna go back and hide as they should, I
Where my
guess.
hand go?
We're gonna redo it.
Okay.
But in terms of what's next, I mean, shit, it could be anything, man. I feel like we're in a good place though. You know what I mean?
What you pull?
Closing down.
I don't know, man. I think that, you know, more people that we hear from, you know, a lot of us understood coming in, like, there wasn't no real good choice for us. We was picking the two evils. But then there are some people who were real passionate about joking and get it done for us. You know, so.
I think his cabinet choices and stuff will be really interesting.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people will be looking at to see, you know, what he does as far as that.
Especially after that speech, man. Yeah.
How was the speech? I missed it. I was in the kitchen.
The speech was cool, man. Pretty much thanked everybody.
Right. Yeah.
Black community.
Yeah.
You know, even the folks that did vote for him.
Trump supporters as well.
Yeah. LGBTQT. I push it down like the order is. The QX. I don't know. I gotta learn it though, because
Yes, please, Lord. the misinformation of Anthony Hightower. Yeah, I mean, you know, like I think that's presidential.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's what you should be trying to do if you're trying to unite, or in some people's opinion, reunite a country and people. Like your first step should be to take steps to make everybody feel inclusive.
yeah.
So that's just a common sense rule by a president who may or may not get it early in the process. So, what does this mean, I guess, about Kamala Harris and kind of what's her impact going to be? I mean, we've seen some of the Black women groups are really high about this, as they should be. But what does it mean? What's your takeaway from that?
I feel like Joe's gonna lean on her a lot.
Yeah.
For the young, progressive voices out there. You know, surely he can't do it by himself.
Right.
And, you know, he has the vice president to bridge that gap, so to speak. You know what I mean? Because he's cool. He's in the 70s. He don't know what we're talking about nowadays. But she's much younger and she's more connected.
I mean, Joe, what, 78 years old, I believe is what I read.
74, I think.
Really 74, so I
I
mean,
could be wrong. I don't got my phone to check.
you know, you want somebody who's connected to the streets,
Sure.
who has an idea of what we're going through, socially, economically, on the healthcare front. You want somebody who has an idea, so that's always good. A good thing. So I think we're going to salute as a team. I feel like we're going to salute this.
Yeah.
Welcome Joe to office. You know, Sparring Minds behind you. So with that said, salute to Joe checking in office.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Sister Kamala.
Oh, I get
All right.
It's on you. First hand business telephone.
Yeah, grab me that towel, bro.
Jeez.
So as y'all can see, we are sitting here rocking out. We thank y'all for joining us.
Some fancy new t-shirts y'all got.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Yes, no Sparring Minds merch. This right now is exclusive, so it's not for sale. But we will in the future get you guys some content.
Yeah, that great
Yeah.
stuff, crispy, bro.
Yeah, so we'll definitely get some merch out there that you guys can follow along with the movement. I think we're very happy with this vendor. I think we might look at some more, see if we can find even better quality and better stuff. So we're gonna try to keep trying to push the envelope so you guys get the best possible
For sure.
version of Sparring Minds.
Definitely.
So with that said, fellas, I wanted to get into the question for this proceeding.
Mhm.
This one you take it.
Okay.
I guess the question I have is, so recently I got an email from a young man. He said to me, Chuck, you know, I've been with my lady 5 years, you know, whatever. Like, I flirt in the streets, but I'm not really in the streets, you know? And so, you know, he's also doing his thing online with social media. He's flirting online with different chicks, but nothing to where it's really trying to bring down his relationship, right? And so then I guess out of the blue, he receives, not out of the blue. So there's a Facebook friend that he has. It's just a Facebook friend, right? And whether she knew his relationship status, I really don't know. That wasn't really clear. But what he did say was that he, without asking, and that's going to be the bold in this statement, right? Without asking, he received a titty pic from the chick, right? Now, of course, his current lady is like, what the fuck is we doing out here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, he received it. What I guess the question is going to be, is a dude considered a villain in this situation when he has received an unsolicited picture from a woman?
I think it's cool. You know, you can't control what people send you.
Yeah, you can't control what people send you, but you said he was flirting out in the streets.
You know the type.
And he does his, so he never flirted with this chick out, you know.
He didn't give no indication. Now there gotta be some connection there because she had enough access to him to send an image.
Yeah.
right?
Well, clearly they were friends.
Yeah.
Right, at the very least,
Yeah, right.
or his page in public. And then
Oh,
they're
yeah,
not,
yeah.
you know, I don't know.
Or he just had past history with you.
Yeah.
Right, could be numerous things.
Yeah.
But are we feeling like he's a bad guy for this?
Yeah, I mean, definitely can't say he's a bad guy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because for what you receive, it's not really on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think what you should do in that regard, though, is you might want to, do you jump out in front of it first and say something to your lady about it? Or do you just walk away with it? I'm just so, that begs another conversation, right? What do you do with it? Because here's the thing. Let's just say your lady has access to your joint, right?
Yeah.
And sees it and looks in, right? If you don't jump out in front of it, then it makes it look like you're hiding something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the next conversation is, well, what happened? What'd you do to warrant her to send that to you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did you send her a text message and say, yo, send me a picture on Facebook or something?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think,
Well, first of all, I think absolutely. Here's a problem. Here's a problem with some of us, right, as men, is that we give off. I think the chick got this energy from somewhere, right? It's very rare. It's very rare that a woman would send something out like that, unsolicited, unasked for. It's rare. Of not knowing the history is rare.
But you know, it's a new day. Chicks shoot their shot all the time. I mean,
Yeah, but if you're an established motherfucker, especially on social media, right? And you say you've been with the girl for 5 years.
Yeah.
Y'all been together that long, like your girl's presence should be felt.
Mhm.
Enough to where nobody would even think to send you something like that. Because it's like, what are we talking about? Like all day, every day, talk about his girl.
Yeah.
And you send some energy like that, that's wild. Ooh, you cut that shit.
They finished that over.
You cut that?
Yeah.
You cut with Dave, what do you do?
No, I put the club. He cut.
Pardon us, Sparring
Yeah.
Minds. You niggas about
You
to
want
cheat
it?
me on the
You
space
want it?
game, but we ain't gonna have it.
I'll take the book. You say the book.
Nah, go ahead.
I know I could.
You got it.
Keep jumping.
Go ahead.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm a little club.
hey, listen,
No,
man,
you got it.
here's the thing. Y'all done gave me a few lessons on spades. I ain't saying I'm a pro now, so but I know a little something about playing now.
I ain't gonna check it.
I'm gonna drink to that.
Y'all gave me some lessons. Like, what you want me to do?
But I think, I don't think, it's a rare few women who gonna jump out there and send you something that you didn't ask for.
Don't touch it, Antoine. Don't do that.
You know what I mean?
But see, here's the thing with that though, and I've heard females have this conversation and say dudes will send them unsolicited D pictures.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like we can't say that type of stuff like would never happen to a man without him, asking for it in some way.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah, it's not. No, took it off. Go ahead. That's it. But no, he's not doing it.
Nah.
Now, if he entertains it, he's sure. From that point on.
I just feel like, what kind of energy are you giving off to where somebody thinks that they're okay to do that? You dig? Like you gotta give off some real welcoming energy.
Nah, you don't have to.
Not always.
You don't have to. I can look at my phone right now and just send something out if I felt like it.
God.
But we still there's still gotta be, all right, so what are the ethics, I guess, around it then? Like what, should there have been some kind of kite sent beforehand, like, yo, I'm about to send you this. Like maybe the girl who sent the picture was in the room. You know what I mean? So she had to hit him up and say, yo, what you doing? I'm about to send you something.
But see, here's the thing though. Sometimes
Or she just being messy.
right. Listen, sometimes when you're taken, when you're in a situation, those shots, they're coming at you like full tilt more than ever before. You know what I'm saying?
Think so?
Yeah. And so they'll see you happy, they'll see you smile, they'll see you posting pictures with your lady, and then they'll be like, well damn, let me see if he's vulnerable.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can, if I can make him jump or react to me, you know what I mean? Because then again, all you gotta do is respond and just say, yo, like what the fuck? She could screenshot it, say something, and then next thing you know, like, you know what I mean? You're in trouble for just responding, like what the fuck is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? So immediately something like that, I think you just cut off your friendships. Like you don't even block, you just because that type of stuff, messiness is always gonna come back full tilt, whether you know what I'm saying, want to admit it or not. That's gonna come back.
You made a key point earlier. Is that something you bring to your lady upon reception?
You jump out in front of that. I think you jump out in front of that.
Yeah.
I think you jump out in front of it. I don't think you hold that in.
Now, do you hold that in if she doesn't have the password to your whatever it was?
I still think you jump out in front of it. I still think you jump out in front of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people tune into the show who would say, A, what you don't know on her.
Yeah, because
And then B, like, better to just end that shit right away. Not, you don't need to fess for no more than this.
Listen, it's much worse later if you gotta hear it from a third party or someone else.
Yeah.
That's why I say jump out in front of it. You know what I mean? If you come to it, be like, again, women always say they all want us to be honest, right? Honest about shit. So if you jump out in front of it and say, yo, this is what happened, and just show her what it is. Like, I'm not really sure what she can do.
yeah, I actually did that earlier
I'm not really
today.
sure what she can do if you jump out in front of it. Like, you know what I mean?
But I think, like I said, that school of thought would be like, I don't want to deal with the bullshit that's gonna come from this conversation.
But still, man.
Because even if you said, yo, babe, I got this text message, I didn't ask for it, she just sent it, you still guaranteed to get peppered with 100 questions.
You are, because it's like, wait a minute, why is he coming out and telling me this? Like, he didn't have
Just
to.
to make sure it was
Like, you know,
I'd rather deal with that kind of energy than the energy of, yeah, so I heard from so-and-so, she said you liked her picture, and the story can get all twisted and tangled up. You know what I'm saying? Like, she said, yo, homegirl, so you asked for a picture of her ass or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Like, what's this about? I just think that you don't want them to hear it from someone else. So I think you jump out in front of it ahead of time. That's just me.
That's fair. I mean, I guess I can speak for the fellas who's like, I don't want to be questioned about this shit. I know it's gonna lead to a whole big mess.
So,
You know what I mean? Like,
So I know you hate when I do this, and I'm gonna do it anyway.
okay.
So you know where I'm going with it.
Oh, before we 6-7, y'all up 1-0.
Okay. All right, cool. So here's the thing. Your lady gets a guy sends her a meat picture. You know what I mean? She tells you about it ahead of time, right? Would you prefer that better, or like you find out through a third party? Again, I know you hate the role reversal.
yeah, absolutely.
but-
So, yo, just because this is season 2, don't act like we forgot the rules out. Like, we don't switch
Come on,
genders
come on,
up.
fellas. What are we doing here? I'm sending it all around to everybody.
Yeah.
You just said,
What did PJ Morton say in one of his songs? I wish, you know, not looking at her, you know, texts and all that stuff. I'd rather not have known. I'd rather her handle that on her own and not brought it to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would have rather. Because now I'm going to feel some sort of way. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be like, I'm going to probably even give her the 100 questions and almost look at her as a villain.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's like, what made him come at you like this? You know? So I'd rather not know.
people send unwarranted stuff though.
All the time.
People send
Yeah, you're
unwarranted
right,
stuff.
you're right,
People
you're
send
right,
unwarranted
you're right. This
stuff.
whole listen,
is.
throughout years,
People
I
send
have
unwarranted stuff.
archived stuff. I'm being honest. I have archived stuff, but
Listen, at the end of the day, of course, you want your lady to come to you. Of course you would. Right?
yeah,
But I think I hate this shit. Like I may not hit her with 100 questions like Little.
yeah,
I probably would. I would want to know what gave this motherfucker the energy to do so.
yeah.
And then I would be like, you know what? Niggas got the energy to do so.
No,
That's just
I mean, we already know, nigga.
That's just how niggas move.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it wouldn't get too long in that.
Same thing with
They're
these
shooting their
chicks.
shots.
Why is that? It's
Man, listen, dog, you ain't gonna let
I'm
me
just
do
saying,
this, brother.
I'm just saying it's not any different on our end, man. You know what I mean? They're doing the same thing, yo. Particularly when you're already spoken for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why is the taken something you're like, hey, that's what I, well, let me not speak, because I kind of,
They're just testing.
You know why?
I've been that way.
Are you? Oh, who's first?
Well, no, it's still,
Touch first.
it's Chuck's first, but y'all got to do it.
I just gave my numbers. I mean,
I think, you know, you're gonna ask, I'm gonna ask her a couple questions, but then also it's like,
Go 6.
if I feel like she totally on the receiving end and didn't really know nothing about it, all right, so let's move forward. Am I gonna have words with the nigga?
how you decipher that though?
Credit, we talked about that yesterday,
Mm.
right? Her bank statement, like, if she's known for telling me the truth, like, if she's never given me any reason to be like, not trust her, I'm like, okay. So this is some shit you didn't ask for? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck, you just sent it to me. Okay. Delete the shit off my phone. Tell them, motherfucker,
So
knock it off.
So then, okay. So question: do they have to delete the picture in front of you?
In front, no, come on.
I mean,
childish,
bitches
bro.
there now.
That's childish, bro. We always doing out here, bitch. In front of me? Nah, just delete this shit.
She might throw it in her Dropbox there for the time you piss her off.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, man. Yo, alright,
You can be archived, yeah.
yo, alright, whatever. Jump in, man, but just say it.
Oh, 6
Nah,
piece.
yeah, she got it.
Yeah, come on. Obviously, you're gonna delete it.
Because what if she's like, no, delete that picture right now in front of me?
That's childish to me. That'll make me not want to delete this shit. You ain't gonna sit here and because you know what that is? Now you question me. Now you question like, you know, I don't believe you're gonna do it. So fuck you. I'm gonna do it regardless. I will expect her to do it. You ain't gotta be like, do it right in front of me so I can monitor you. Suck my nah, that ain't gonna work.
There we go.
Yeah, yo.
But you know what? Another part about this, and if you just tuned in, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. This is episode of season 2 of Sparring Minds. And what we're talking about is it's unsolicited images that are being sent via social media or text message or whatever it is. But the second part of this, right, is we always talk about bullshit. We talked about why do dudes send dick pics? Like why? What are we doing here?
Size matters.
So it's advertising.
Yeah,
Oh, it is.
advertising.
Oh, it
That's
is.
probably all it is.
Same reason women do.
Is it something that's accepted out here?
No.
So it's still undercover. It's still something that's not widely accepted.
Mm.
And yet we hear so many motherfuckers doing it, right? So is it something that we think will increase the opportunity to hit? Like, yeah, I got a big dick, look.
Yeah, it's a numbers game. It's like that good morning text. You just send it out. You know what I mean?
Motherfuckers spilling my shit out here, man. Oh shit. Hold on, real quick. So, salute to good morning text.
Oh, wow.
salute to that.
Hey, y'all got a good morning text.
Yo, let us get us in the comments if you got a good morning text. You already know what that is.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Ooh, shit. All right. Who's it on?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh. Makers is rough as shit, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a mixable whiskey to me. You don't drink that shit like shots.
I prefer Moscato. They got me drinking some real whiskey. It's old nigga shit.
Oh shit. Yeah, I guess back in my prime, long time ago, right?
Yeah.
Like, I would ask for some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yo, mom, send me, you got double D's and I'm here to see that. Like, send me the picture of those, you dig? And then, fuck, I just missed the table.
Heart leather.
And I'm like, yo, send me something. I'm really enjoying what you're holding. And then, normally when that comes through,
Is that a real line?
That shit works.
I've used that multiple times, a while ago, obviously. Yo, what you're holding is incredible. It works. It's incredible, and I need to get full access to it. Okay.
You say immaculate, it's incredible.
Oh,
It's immaculate.
immaculate. Absolutely, using all of those words.
Diamond.
and it absolutely multiplies the
Right.
speed on which those
Okay.
pictures come, right? So that's not.
I mean, it could be as simple as what you're doing, and the response to what you're doing is,
Well, my nigga, I have seen that
you
as
know what I mean? It's
well.
like, yeah, but this is how you doing.
Yeah. Facts.
That's still unsolicited, right? You ain't asked for it.
Yeah, and well, facts.
What you doing? And you get like a shower pic.
Yeah, unsolicited for sure.
They want to say how you doing. They want to say hello to you.
Oh,
Thank you.
no, the famous one is, what you love to eat?
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. That's the famous
I've
one.
never said that as a joke.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Or I can put some shit like, oh, I'm hungry. Come on, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Women read through that shit.
Yeah.
That's solicited at that point.
Nah, meanwhile, I look for a slice. It's like a pizza.
Okay.
But then that's normally when
Sounds like Bush Garden.
Yeah.
We're close to it, you know what I mean?
shout out to VA, bro. Yeah, but that's normally, and then that's normally when the exchange happens also, is it? So it's gonna be right for that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bush Garden.
That's
Williamsburg. You did.
You send something back. So I would never send anything that wasn't asked.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? So I guess that's just weird to me, this whole dick pic era. Unsolicited, I guess, or some shit. You know what I mean?
Unsolicited? I don't know if it's weird though. I really can't
Really?
say it's weird.
Cheeks era, you know what I mean? Ass shots.
Yeah.
All that
I
stuff.
really don't. I mean, this has been going on since maybe shit before that.
Listen,
Mm.
the rule of the game these days is no face, no case. So whatever gets sent to you, it's exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
You all,
That
really?
shit's getting sent to the block.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you 100%. That's how you feel.
That's how I feel.
I would
Do you agree with that? Let's stop right there. I want to think
I
about
absolutely would not think I'm the only one getting those.
it. Really?
Yeah.
You said?
I don't think I'm going.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Unless you take a picture of my name somewhere, like,
Yeah.
you send that to the block.
Really?
That ain't exclusive to me.
Right.
Who am I?
I disagree, bro.
Wait,
Yo, I disagree with
I
that,
can't
bro.
agree with
Yeah,
that.
I agree with that
Who
bullshit.
am I?
Right.
Especially if it's unsolicited.
Certain people, I don't know. Certain people just don't get down like that. They send it out to particular people, but certain people just for the streets. They send it.
Yeah, but if I get it, it's still on her phone. She can go ahead and decide to send it to someone else whenever.
Right.
Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
not getting it first.
There's no reason to think that someone ain't trying to get that same type of vibe that
I don't know.
and I ain't getting that same. You know what I mean?
Really?
I don't know.
Why do you think Snapchat blew up?
Nah, you sitting here trying to sell me to the point that, all right, you're talking to a chick.
We're exclusive yet?
No,
Right.
Well,
not exclusive.
Right.
Now we're going past unsolicited at this point. We're going past that. We're talking about a point where now this is solicited, right? So you're talking to a chick, late night conversation. We all been there, late night conversation. Send me a little something like, you send a little titty pic without face. I don't know if that's relevant to me, but you saying that pic
Nine
that
times out
you.
of 10, you're not getting the face. You're not getting the face with it.
Yeah.
No face. No, like you said, no face.
No,
with it.
so that's strange to me. I've never received it without face.
No.
This is a long, this is a long time ago, bro. It's like, but I've never received it without face. My God, I knew who the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I knew that just from who I'm texting.
yeah, sure.
No,
No.
I'm gonna put the face in there.
Sometimes.
Yeah, no, I get the whole face.
I know the name of the person. I know who it is. So I necessarily don't have to see a face. If I know who it is.
At that point, the face is important.
Right. These are cases where if I showed you the image, you would know who the chick is that she was standing across the line. This ain't no case where it's just like a body part. That's fucking ridiculous to me.
Exactly, which is why we say it's not exclusive to get one.
No, okay, so let me continue on that.
The face,
No,
maybe that changes things.
No, it's always with the face. But so let me continue the point. The point was that you were telling me that because I have this image with her face, right? But that's not exclusive to me. That she's most likely to send out to somebody else.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so.
It's more likely than unlikely.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
You might get
I
first.
definitely agree with that. Right, with the pecking order, whatever the case, you could be at the top of the pecking order, but the thing you're just up there, standing on the mountain alone. No.
Yeah, and especially if you comment on it, like, oh damn, that's just fire.
Yeah.
Really?
Just off to the races.
Yup.
Yeah.
She did that.
Yo, that's incredible to me.
Because now you want to hear that from everybody else.
Right,
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
right,
I
right.
get it. Mhm.
Right. Yeah,
That is fucked up.
gassy. Yep.
No way, dog.
So you thought it was just you?
Creamy motherfucker.
Yo, that's motherfucking facts. That's facts, nigga. I'm like, yo, that's me alone. Fuck all you other niggas. I don't care. Ain't nobody got access to this. Y'all like, y'all check my out.
Like, yo, cuz, hold on, let me show you. Woo. Yeah, I got the same.
No
way! No way!
I got that last week.
Oh, dog.
Oh, that's dirty.
Spectacular. That's spectacular.
Ladies, ladies, real shit. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's all straight dirty.
Oh my god. That shit's
I mean,
good.
you can't be expecting to be out there like that.
Oh my. I'm distraught at that idea that who's that?
No, that's sure.
Oh.
Yeah. I used to have fights with my wife about that. Just like, I mean, I can't go too deep into it.
Please.
It was more like a conversation, like, you know, we're all human. Like, why am I expecting this to be treated any differently than someone else to a certain degree? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we're together, so I should be getting some of those amenities.
Yeah.
But in the background, you could be doing the same. You could be busting up for someone else too.
That's how
You see what I mean?
Church.
that's how you know that.
Dog, I always thought that. Now, mind you, said the word "be exclusive." You said that, which is the point of this conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
But like,
Because that's the point that separates whether
It's on you.
you're getting it all, you know what I'm saying? Whether you're just the only one getting that picture or you getting a different style and he's getting a different color, you know what I'm saying? Like being exclusive, that shit, that's definitely matters.
I'm totally
You
dumbfounded.
know what I'm saying? So like, yeah.
Real shit.
I think it's naive to think, even in the dating stage like that, I think it's naive to think that you're the only one getting it. I don't even think it's worth a conversation of saying, hey, who's gonna know? Let's deal with what we're dealing with me and you and everything else don't, you know what I mean? Listen. Yeah,
You
man.
enjoy it when they come your way, and
Because, again, I had a famous line I said on this show a long time ago. Where I said, it's never yours, it's just your turn. I told my queen that. I told her that, real shit. I said, I get it. It's not mine, it's just my turn.
How does she respond to that?
I mean, we joked.
That's crazy to me. Come on. That's wild, dog.
I'm just saying, we've had that conversation.
Yo, that's
you
wild.
better believe it.
Yo, that's an insult in Fabian's world, dog.
Yeah.
Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah.
Nah, but
That's fighting.
I told my
Yeah.
wife that. I won't see me again.
Yeah, bro. I
Get out of
get
the
it.
end.
I'm saying, y'all are married. You know what I'm saying? We're
It's
not
still just my turn, though. By those terms.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Nigga, ain't nobody else getting the motherfucking turnaround in this bitch, dog. Y'all ain't that shit up.
Oh, man.
Oh my god, that shit makes my heart hurt. Dog.
I mean,
I will
That
hope,
shit was,
I will hope not, but I could do some dickhead shit to fuck it up too. But she
Oh,
could.
sure.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
That's always possible. That's always possible. What I guess when you've been with a girl, right? We just part of me is Sparring Minds, so this is season 2, but we still gonna do season 1 shit, right? That means I'm gonna freestyle whatever something pops into my head. So y'all just stay tuned, follow along. But so, like, when you've been with a girl, right? What for a guy? Just what triggers the exclusive dating to now thoughts of marriage? What triggers that in us? What's that moment?
She's checking all the boxes.
Yeah.
Because we all have a list of, wants and likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
When courting. And, as you're going through that courting phase, folks are checking boxes. She's polite or she's clean or she's self-sufficient. Just shit like that. And over the course of a little bit of time, more of those boxes checked.
Right.
Maybe more so than another one.
Right.
It's like, all right, well, maybe there's something here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not she's not gonna wait till she becomes the wife to start doing wifey things. She'll start showing you things gradually in a courting stage to be like, to let you know that, okay, you may be dating someone else, same for me, but I'm showing you things gonna separate myself from everyone else. You know what I'm saying? From the back, you know what I mean? And in my case personally, that's definitely some stuff that I started seeing. She started showing me things I was like, okay, that's different. Like really early in our dating stage. You know what I mean? Where I was like, okay, maybe this might be the one.
And that's some legendary shit. So then I guess that leads into the question of, are we asking women to show us wife traits before we make them a wife? Because a lot of women now will tell you, me, I go to these feminist groups and I have these conversations. Like I always get one out of there, like they attack me quite often. They'll always tell you more, bro. They'll always I'm super straight enough. Okay, they'll always tell me, "Oh, I'm not doing his laundry until we marry. I'm not doing, I'm not cleaning his house unless we marry." I always go through that kind of shit, right? And then I counter back by saying, "Yo, Ma, you gotta show me that you can handle the job." Like at the end of the day, this is an interview, right? Like it sounds cold, but it's a fucking interview. Absolutely, it's an interview, right? And so you need to show me. I appreciate that, Ken.
I can go.
Yeah, Sparring Minds, I ain't gonna sit here in front to you like this shit fucking me up. So yeah, like I need some lemonade out of this bitch.
Sounds spectacular.
Oh man.
But that's something. That's another.
Yeah. But you gotta show me that you're ready for the job. You did? Like, because then shame on me if I marry you and you don't do laundry.
Yeah.
Right? Or we didn't have a conversation about what that looks like. Shame on me if I marry you in my world and you don't cook. Because I don't cook. Now what the fuck we gonna do? Right? Yeah. So shame on me for not doing my due diligence at my interview process. Yeah. Well, again, these women have to come and understand and listen. Let me put my best foot forward. If I just want to show him, if I want to be with this motherfucker like that. Sometimes for women, they just want the dick. And that's fine. That's cool. For us, we just might want the blocks and that's it. So that's cool, right? Come in with those terms understood. And if you're applying for a wife position, your resume needs to show me that you can handle wife position, like those duties required. That don't make sense to you? So before I went ring shopping for my girl, she was already doing it. She was already helping me clean my home. She was already doing, cooking me regular meals. That made me say, this chick deserves a ring. Because she already hit the boxes like we was talking about. So we're telling these ladies now, you gotta show niggas. Show niggas that you're ready for them. Don't expect us to go shopping in 5-6 months. Yeah, we might think you're wifey material, but there's some things you gotta show that's not gonna take 6 months. A lot of these chicks want that timeline super quick. It takes some time for me to see what's really good.
It definitely was less than 6 months. You won't know, I'm sorry.
No, you shooting all, but now those are certain things I need. You gotta be able to provide those things.
Right.
It is what it is.
What are some of the biggest things during the interview process, like to check the boxes for you?
Unsolicited pics.
I mean, that's before the ball. I'm gonna get those before the ball. I mean, she just has to be able to do things that I don't know, maybe the things that I can't, or I probably need help at. I don't know, like I do a lot. Like I can cook. I don't really need someone to cook for me.
Right.
I mean, I can cook for us all. But I mean, everybody's box is different.
That's true too.
List is different. I don't know. I mean, with me, it could be like I'm gonna put a chick through a whole lot of hell. Like I really don't need.
Really?
Yeah, I really don't.
No,
I do. I do, but
come on, brother.
I do, but a lot of things I can do on my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, besides cooking, I've been doing my laundry since I was like 10 years old.
But not necessarily what things that she might. Well, doing is the wrong word. But it may not be something as simple as laundry, cooking.
Yeah.
You know, we talked at the end of season 1 and the season finale. Go check out season 1.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
But we talked about in the finale how, to me, depth is important.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that got nothing to do with laundry.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah. And there are 2 kinds of depth, absolute kinds of depth. And so, like, that's important to me. Okay? That's not laundry. Like, yeah, if you can bleach some lights, that's dope. Yeah, but what are your depth levels? You know, so that's. If I'm always interested to find out when we set that checklist into motion after we started being exclusive.
Yep. Okay.
Because that's the most important part, right? Because that's where women start their clock. Women start that, well, they might start a little bit earlier.
Some start before that. because-
some was definitely starting before that.
Yeah.
Because mine was doing my laundry for me like 3-4 months into it.
That's queen shit to
I was
me.
doing laundry and was getting up every morning to drop me off at work.
Mm-hmm.
I had to be to work at 6 o'clock. She didn't have to be to work till 7:30. I was coming to get me every morning to drop me off at work and then go home. You know what I mean?
See,
and doing my laundry for me too. And I was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
And she was looking like, oh yeah, no big deal.
It's regular.
Yeah, see? And I'm like,
That's
oh,
what- yeah.
okay. I'm like,
fellas, let me say this to y'all on Sparring Minds, you guys tuning in. It don't matter. Let me say this to y'all real quick on Sparring Minds, as I'm saying here at the round table with the fellas. Like, if you have to make a whole declaration about what your checklist is, then she's not wifey material. I should never have to tell you what I need you to do to make me happy. Like, I want those things to be innate. You dig what I'm saying? Because that's why I know it's going to be natural, right? And like what Maine was saying, Rich was doing that just because that's Rich.
Yeah.
It's natural to her. And then conversely, Maine knows that he found the right chick because that's something that's on his list. You know what I mean? She's like, oh man, like, I got you. Nigga's like, yeah, check. He never had to go to her and say, hey, Rich, by the way, the things that you need to be doing are, and then she was like, oh, okay. I don't want a reactionary chick.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I want somebody who's gonna be provocative, proactive,
Mhm.
like, put your best effort forward and let me go from there. You dig what I'm saying?
That was the biggest issue with me and mine because, like Lil said, I can do it all by myself.
Right.
And for years I have been doing it all by myself.
Yeah.
So it's like, she could have been doing everything in the world for me,
Good.
but I wouldn't notice.
I
You know what I mean? I wouldn't notice because I was already en route to doing what I had to do.
Yeah.
So it took time for me to like slow the fuck down
Mm-hmm.
to actually pay attention to shit she was doing around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, oh shit, I didn't realize she had been doing all that.
Word.
I'm in my zone, doing what I've been doing for the past 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And then once you recognize that, you start giving her the credit that she deserves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's key. That's key. So, for what in terms of like making a transition from dating to engagement, is it just that checklist that we have to go through? I mean, are there other things for us to consider in that kind of conversation? I'm not sure.
I mean, obviously things like living together, like what's that like?
So, what are the thoughts on that? Is that a requirement? At what point is that a requirement? How long is that requirement? Like, let's delve into that a little bit.
I mean,
I imagine we all here would say you better live with her before you marry.
definitely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So then, is 1 year too early to live with her? Give me a year to see what you're really about. 6 months.
I think that's
6 months when? What are you talking about? Ooh.
After I say we committed, you're my girl, we're exclusive. At what point then do we say, you know what? Because living together is the next step. At what point do I say, let's take the next step? Let's cohabitate. Let's take this relationship.
I mean, you had that conversation.
yeah.
Maybe next 3 months or so.
3 months, you have the conversation.
Say 3 months. Within that 3 month period, you had the conversation because then you started planning
Right.
to do that. Because then maybe she's moving in with you.
Yeah.
You're moving in with her.
You're moving in with her, or you guys moving in somewhere else separately.
Here's what scares me about what you just said with the 3 months. And before I go, y'all okay with the 3 month conversation? 3 month conversation.
Not really.
Oh, just talking about living together. See, here's my fear.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool having that conversation.
My fear is
Definitely don't do it overnight.
Yeah. You see gradually. You see gradually what it's about.
I guess my fear is that she's going to show me things in the first 3 months of us being exclusive, which is different than us dating.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to show me things in those first 3 months that aren't going to stick, right? So I am a demigod at showing you the best sides of Charles early when I first meet you, right? But what Fabian will tell you is, all right, after a year, the real Charles comes out. You start to see some shit that you may not have seen in that first 3 months. So now at this point, like what you were saying, I've already committed to living with this chick. After 3 months, I don't know if that's too early. I guess is why I am with that.
Well, we're saying 3 months from the time you had the conversation. You've been dating prior.
Okay, but we'll talk about from the day that you started exclusivity. I think 3 months is early. To start talking about living with each other.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are yet. Even though we've dated.
Well, it all depends on how long y'all been dating before y'all decided to be exclusive. Because I mean, you could have been dating and seen other people, both of y'all, for like a whole year or so.
But if you've been seeing other people, have you been paying enough attention to her and her ways? I doubt it.
When you get to that point of saying, okay, well, now this is the one. Yeah.
Because
I mean,
the only thing you're doing is cutting everybody else out.
Yeah.
It's not changing anything else you've been doing with them. Now you just have more time to do what you've been doing.
Yeah, because you done found which one fits you best out of the rest of the pack.
Yeah, but I think what you've also done is you made her a priority in your life.
Yeah.
Right? The fact that you removed everybody else from that conversation doesn't necessarily it doesn't necessarily mean that she's the ideal pick. She's just the pick that you made at the time, right? You could look at it again 6 months later, now that she feels comfortable, like, damn, you know what, I fumbled that. I should have picked that chick number 2, but I dropped.
It's life, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there may be another conversation about moving in together. Maybe it's more of a conversation of, why don't you stay tonight? And before you know it, those nights turn into weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, women for sure.
Yeah. What?
They're gonna leave an earring, they're gonna get a drawer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere, or just some random ass hair somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
He said it's gonna bring back.
Mark the territory.
I guess one of the things I want us to caution the fellas on is jumping into these situations so soon. You know what I mean? Just based off of 3 months is not it.
Keep your heart 3 stacks.
I mean,
Play it smart.
yeah. But I mean, I'm saying you could be with somebody for a longer time than that, and they could pull something weird from someone you don't know.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? I get what you're saying. I'm not, and I probably wouldn't do that for 3 months either. But I feel like you would have an idea or know like if that's the one. I think when you know you have the one, you know it, and that's just on each individual. Like you know when you marry Faye, like you know that was the one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Same for you. And I know that I can say that for myself. Like when it's the one, you know it's the one. And I don't think a length of time can determine to tell you whether it's for sure the one. I don't know. It's definitely a feeling. It's definitely a feeling. You know what I mean? And be speaking that because I felt that. You know what I'm saying recently. You know what I mean?
So then, let me ask you this then, as we go deeper down the rabbit hole. Why is that something that women don't understand? Because women believe
That's a whole other show.
they want to ring 6 months in, right? So why is it that they can't understand that we're saying, yo, you know what, man? Like, I know you're hitting the boxes. This is dope, but it's really just a feeling for me. And when that feeling hits, then we can progress even further. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like so many times we're wrangled. Is that gonna walk? Oh shit. We're wrangled up these spots where we have to work on a woman's timeline, and because I was speaking recently with some people about women hitting their 30s, and they feel like, oh my God, I'm behind, I'm not married, I don't have a kid. So they're rushing their guy to get married. You know what I mean? Women going into their 40s, oh my God, I may have a man, but I don't have a kid. We gotta rush. So women build these timelines that we feel like we have to meet all the time. You know what I mean? In a case like trying to settle down with a woman, it's like, I don't want guys to feel rushed based on a woman's timeline. Like that's unnerving to me.
Sometimes that added pressure too, like comes from friends or family.
A lot of times,
you know what I mean, it's putting the battery in their back to kind of be like, you know what I mean? They may not be ready for it, but they constantly got like their mom or someone, their sister, like in the or they're seeing what someone else is doing, and then some women try to judge themselves based on how
somebody else's relationship.
Right, I hate that shit.
I tell my brother that all the time.
It's real shit.
But girls do that all the time. I mean, that's girls.
You said you took your bro, and how does it receive it?
Well, I mean, he's gonna do what he's gonna do anyway. But I always tell him, like, you know, if you're out here dating and on the scene or whatever, be careful of the type of woman you're dating. He was like, well, what do you mean? I was like, well, women between the ages of 27 and 30 are looking for something different.
Yes.
So don't go out there thinking that you're gonna want to have a good time. A lot of them ain't.
Yeah.
They're looking for something more.
They're ring shopping.
If you ain't looking for that with them,
Yeah, they're ring
don't
shopping.
waste their time because they'll tell you about yourself.
But see a nigga like that, a nigga who like will talk for a 27, 28-year-old, he's looking for a cougar. He's looking, let me keep it 100, he's looking for a cougar. He's looking for a little older chick. You know, little bro might be 20, 22, 23, 24. Like, I want to shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all he want to do is fuck her. And she's like, nah, nigga, you gonna come over here, have some fried chicken and some rice, we gonna talk. You know what I mean? We gonna make some future plans, I need to be married soon. Like, that's what she's on.
Or she could be divorced, and like, I just want to have a good time too.
Could be.
You know what I mean?
Conversation needs to be had after this.
Right. That's the biggest thing. The depth of the conversation. What I'm saying, the depth is extremely important. There's multiple ways to look at the word depth.
I totally agree. Absolutely. Another Matt.
As soon as this episode's over, I'm gonna take a
Salute
sleep.
to depth.
Salute to death.
Salute to depth.
Because
I'm absolutely gonna be testing
Because
depth
that's
tonight.
depth right here.
Absolutely. No debate. We'll be testing depth tonight. So.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's
It's just tough.
ooh.
Who the fuck brought this? Why?
IJ, because I like it. I like a
No,
whiskey
no, no.
sours. So I mix it.
Conversation.
Yeah. So Sparring Minds does not recommend Maker's Mark straight. That's a,
Not straight, no.
Nah, that's an ambitious.
Yeah.
It's hot in there.
Yeah.
Word up. As a matter of fact, what kind of mirror talk can you freestyle for me on this one? On unsolicited pics.
Yes, sir.
On, you know, we touched on relationship origins. Like, what can we create here as a typical?
Man.
Yeah, depth. I mean, you know, we did all of that. You know what I mean? It's kind of a robust show.
Laundry. Word.
They want me to freestyle this after.
Freestyle, yeah.
After his third shot.
Woo. Yeah. I don't know. Like, shit, man. We might have to prolong this a little bit.
I mean, what else we got on it, King?
All right, man. We ain't got nothing else on.
I mean, I got lasagna I got put in the oven, but
Oh, wait. Yeah. Wait, man.
Yeah,
6,
we got
you 3 minutes past.
Oh shit! Now I gotta hear wipe these motherfuckers.
Yep.
Yo, black women, get off our back for a minute, B. We relaxing sometimes. Like, fuck out of here.
It's been a minute since I had a mirror time.
Sparring Minds, we absolutely threw our boy on the spot with that. So, pardon me for not having mirror time ready for y'all.
No reflection today.
But these conversations are always worth having. So y'all make sure y'all jump in the comments with us and let's discuss it some more.
I don't know. One of you guys want to stay on mirror time today?
Unsolicited pics are all right.
No, that ain't.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta have a mirror time. I mean,
That's
we can
it.
toss it around.
That's fine. Don't send it to Charles Jones. Y'all niggas, you can send it. Yeah, like anybody else, you good.
Let's send me your own.
Yeah, no, I'll straight, but I'll keep those.
One
As much as we appreciate the female body, and which is tremendous, and yeah, I don't need nothing in that now. You can keep all that energy. So with that said, the boy Charles Jones, aka Charlie Hustle.
I tell him, aka Troublemaker.
Facts, nigga.
Sam Little, Mr. Maritime.
Oh man, it's the chef. Maker, main topic.
Boys, season 2, man, we're gonna try to make this incredible for y'all, so stay tuned. Everything we're gonna push to the power of 10, man. So we'll see y'all soon.
Yo, real quick, hold on. Let's give a shout out to DJ Payne. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Hey, what up, boy?
You know what I'm saying?
You'll be here for the next one.
Absolutely.
I got the pics.
All right, yeah, we got plenty of picks today.
Oh, shit.
DJ
Yeah, man. Wow.